The 22nd Southern Illinois Music Festival is in full swing with this year's performances celebrating a rich tradition of American composers. Waylon Walls-Parker has a look at what people can expect and why this year's concerts have a special meaning for the musicians bringing the music to life.
More than just a performance, this is a celebration of the nation's musical heritage for Southern Illinoisans. Behind me, these musicians are practicing for concerts celebrating America's 250th anniversary. The program features music by women, Black composers, and artists spanning different generations, from those who are historic figures to those still creating today.
A lot of the musicians on stage also haven't played a lot of these composers and these compositions, so it's really exciting and new music for all of us.
For violinist Gabriela Benyas, that difference is easy to hear.
There's a piece that we're playing called American in Paris by George Gershwin, and there's like taxi horns incorporated in it.
Fellow violinist Amelia Corbett loves to play works from underrepresented Americans.
Knowing about the lives of the composers, knowing what they went through in order to be able to do this.
She hopes the pieces they play help her connect more deeply with her American identity. One song by Mary Watkins gives her time to reflect.
What this music means to me and just thinking about all the memories that I have here.
This is the 22nd year the festival features musicians from all over the U.S., even highlighting young composers like Maya Benyas from Carbondale.
It's called Meditation and Waltz, and it's written for cello and piano at the Echoes of Her chamber concert.
Her work will be featured in the concert, highlighting women composers.
A really cool opportunity, especially as a young composer.
For conductor and festival director Edward Benyas, the goal goes beyond the music.
They might know the great European masters, they might not know their American masters. I'm trying to expose everybody to the great music of our own.
And pulling it all together is no small task.
Virtually like an entire orchestra season is crammed into 2 weeks. So we have really great people and they're really good spirited and it works out really well.
As America celebrates its 250 years, this orchestra hopes that the audiences leave with a new appreciation for the many sounds that make up America's story. This concert series will be going until the 4th of July, with the final concert being at the Banterra Center at SIU at 8 p.m. In Carterville, Waylon Walls-Parker, Heartland News.